Hello, hello. Welcome to day 921 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is: a coincidence is God nudging you forward. What do I mean by that? It's, hey Cindy, so it's been a while since I've kind of stopped calling things, it's been a while since I've stopped calling instances. I've stopped calling, what everybody else would call a coincidence. I've stopped calling those coincidences. I'm having trouble saying it myself even now. I've stopped calling opportunities or experiences or moments coincidences because I feel these are actually miracles. I feel these are miracles in God's way of speaking to you. I feel these are moments where God interferes and kind of brings things together for you, puts you in the right place at the right time, uh, allows you to meet with the right person, allows you to receive the right message. Yes, thank you, Cindy. So I've stopped calling these coincidences because personally feel that when you call something a coincidence and just kind of shrug it off as though it was a coincidence, then you're belittling a miracle. You're belittling God's conversation with you, His guidance to you. You're belittling that by calling it a coincidence. So take a step back from just making things small. Just stop doing that and look at the bigger picture. Look at where you're being led. If anything in your mind comes across and like you have that shooting star where something kind of crosses the sky, crosses your mind, and you feel like, oh, this is such a nice coincidence. Stop yourself right there, right in that moment, and say, oh, I call this a coincidence. So what is God nudging me forward towards? So, what is the message here for me? Be attentive, guys. Be attentive. Listen in when you're being spoken to. Do not just merely brush it off by calling it a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences anymore. So, if you feel in a moment that this is such a nice coincidence, think, think, appreciate, welcome it, have gratitude for it, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be moving forward towards? Where am I being led? Where am I being guided? It's not even about being led or being pushed, being nudged. It's about guidance. You're being guided to something. You're being guided towards something or maybe away from something. But you're definitely being guided. And the thing about guidance is it works only when you are willing to receive it. So, what have been those moments where you've called something a coincidence, shrugged it off, and moved on with your life, only to realize, I could have done a little more in that moment? What have been those moments where you've paid attention to that coincidence, worked along with it, and then reached somewhere that you hadn't even anticipated? I hold on to coincidences as though they were miracles because for me, I see them as miracles. I see it as, this external intervention where I'm being guided. So I no longer look at anything as a coincidence. I look at everything as a miracle, as a guidance, and I say, thank you. When I feel like something is just a coincidence, I say, thank you. Cindy says, everything happens for a reason. Even if we don't know it at the time, just know it's for a reason. No coincidence. Absolutely. So acknowledge that it has happened for a reason, show gratitude for it, and be willing to receive the guidance in that moment. Because as I said, guidance works only when you are willing to receive it. Because it's there, it's out there. The guidance is out there. But it's only when you receive it, when you open your doors and say, hey, welcome, I'm willing to receive. I'm willing to understand how you're going to take me forward. And I'm very, very grateful for coming my way. I always say thank you. High five, Cindy, because I've begun to say thank you too. You must be willing, absolutely. You must be willing to receive the guidance. You must be willing to see the way forward. you must be willing. You must have an open mind. You must come with an open heart. And as our guest speaker the other day was talking about multiple brains and multiple intelligence, have be in alignment with the vibe and move forward. So this is how I see miracles. This is how I see guidance. I never call it a coincidence, and as you can see, I'm actually having a struggle to even say it as a coincidence even now, because no, my dear, there is no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and when it happens, please say thank you. Be willing to receive the guidance and move forward. Took the words out of my mouth. Don't we often do that, Cindy? I just wish someday that I get to meet you. Really, I'd love to meet you. I just hope somewhere, somehow, things come together and I get to meet you. I would really love to meet you someday. So, and on that note, if this has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am, oops, I am willing to receive. I think I spelled receive wrong. I am willing to receive. If this has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am willing to receive. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe. And thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. Me too. Yes, me too. I am willing to receive. A big hug from you, Cindy. And I will give the same back to you. Thank you, Sudhakar, for joining us. Until tomorrow, see you then. Keep smiling.